Okay, can you hear me now? Good stuff. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Uh, Something blocking it on my Windows. Changing settings. I don't know. Anyway, uh, yeah, sorry about that. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch this multiplayer reveal, and then we're gonna react to it. We'll talk about it a bit, and then we'll switch over and talk about game production stuff. So that's gonna be the plan after this. So it'll be live in about 20 minutes. So we're just gonna do the countdown here. Feel free to stick around for that. Otherwise, feel free to join after the fact if you don't care about Battlefield. Um, or if you do care about Battlefield and you don't care about game development and stuff, feel free to stick around beforehand, uh, and uh, and then you can leave when we switch over to the game development stuff. So I'm excited for this though. I'm very skeptical because the last two Battlefields have been pretty janky at launch, and so I really hope. I know they're trying to get it out by end of this year for Battlefield 6 because of Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out in May of next year. And so everyone's trying to avoid that time zone because uh, Rockstar and Grand Theft Auto, they just dominate the entire field whenever they release. So everyone just tries to avoid that release window. So I get it, but also I don't want Battlefield to release early again and release a piece of crap again, essentially. So um, I've just been burned too many times by EA and Battlefield with their game releases, and the alpha was really rough as well too. Like the gunplay was not. I get it's an alpha and stuff, but the gunplay just didn't feel like Battlefield. It wasn't fun. Things were very off balance, and I get that it's just an alpha, but it would have probably been fun if I had someone else to play with, but it just wasn't a great experience for me in the alpha. So, but I'm trying to keep an open mind because I know it's not the finished product. I know they're going to do polish. I know they're doing bug fixing. I know they're doing balancing and stuff like that. So, um, like, it's going to be really hard for me to shake Battlefield um, from my DNA because I've been playing it since 1942. Not the year 1942, the game Battlefield 1942. Um, so yeah, when they brought out 1942, Battlefield 1943, Battlefield 2, um, Battlefield 2 is probably my most played game to date. I think I have over 15,000 hours in it logged. Um, Between like Origin and Steam and um, I don't know if it calculated the I don't think it counted the pro play because those were like private servers, so I don't think it counted those that time. But between like when Xfire was a thing, Steam and Origin, I know that I have over 15,000 hours in this game in Battlefield 2. I played a decent amount of Battlefield 3. I kind of dropped off Battlefield 4 because I think that's when I started in the game industry and I was working lots of overtime. I think at that time I was doing Tomb Raider or something like that. Um, Maybe I was at Blizzard at that time. I can't remember. And then Hardline came out, and I don't think I actually even played 1 minute of Hardline. I know I saw the trailers and stuff, and I think I totally skipped over that one. Oh, the other ones I played, of course, is Bad Company 2. I think I was still in high school when those came out. Like, those were really great. Bad Company 2, I remember playing with a lot of my friends from high school and stuff. And the maps were fun. The That was the first time they introduced like destruction into maps and stuff, and so like having the Gustav was was loads of fun and squads and the small maps they had. It was really revolutionary for the time. We played a lot of Vietnam when it came out, Battlefield Vietnam. I think that's when they introduced the mini helicopters, I think. And then soon after that, what was it? Did 4 come out after Vietnam? I can't remember the order. I'd have to look at a timeline. But yeah, it was like 3, 4, and then I know that 2042 was, or 2142 was in there somewhere. I didn't really like that one, but some of my friends really liked 2142. I just didn't really like the futuristic stuff. That's why I didn't like modern, what was it, Advanced Warfighter for Call of Duty. It was just a little too like futuristic for me. And maybe that's why I don't really like 2042 as much as well either. There were a lot of other problems with 2042, but I liked the idea, but it just wasn't executed well for 2042. And of course I played, I think last time I saw, I only had like 1,500 hours or 1,000 hours into Battlefield 1. I probably played more Battlefield 5 than Battlefield 1. And so yeah, I'm hoping that Battlefield 6 here. I don't think they'll call it Battlefield 6. I think they'll have an official title. If they do call it Battlefield 6, that's fine. But how fast it's going to pull the shit up.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Battlefield 6 multiplayer reveal. We are live at an undisclosed location somewhere in the concrete jungle I like to call Los Angeles, California, and everything kicks off in a little under 10 minutes. It's going to be epic and it's going to be historic. I'm the current person yelling at you. My name is Golden Boy and I'm thrilled to be joined by an absolute legend in the esports space. It's Pansy here today. We got plenty more people coming up in a few, but folks, it's going to be awesome. And I think we're set for the hottest 20 minutes in Battlefield history. How you feeling, Pansy?
I'm nervous. I'm excited. It's ridiculous today, Golden Boy, because we're not only live in LA for this monumental reveal in, again, focus here, because we're broadcasting this explosive night filled with bombshell announcements and live gameplay around the globe. This is truly going to be a massive show that you won't want to miss. Not even for a second, GB. You've got to be focused here.
Oh, yeah. You got to stay on the dial there because it's going to be awesome. Now, of course, this is definitely going to be a historic moment for the series. And in less than 10 minutes, we're going to be witnessing our first look at new Battlefield. And by the way, look at this place, okay? You see some of our streamers back here, right? It's jam-packed. We got super fans. We got press. Hundreds of creators who are going to be the first to stream Battlefield 6's multiplayer later today. And you are all going to have all the POVs you could possibly ask for, Pansy.
You're right. And just look around at this amazing setup. 200 creator stations on a multi-floor layout with also, keep in mind, a camera on the ceiling. I mean, it's going to create the most epic reveal event ever.
You see that thing right there? You see that? It's a freaking camera on the ceiling. Okay, it's awesome. But let's actually go ahead and check in on the floor with another member of our broadcast team. It's Aliek. What's going on?
Hey, everybody. We are here on the floor, and the energy is absolutely incredible. Everybody is so excited to play, and so am I. But also here with me is the Tactical Brit. Are you excited to jump in?
I'm very excited. It's been like a kind of manic couple of days, but I'm really buzzed about this. It's kind of hard to keep it a little contained for like I've been trying to keep quiet. Do you know how many NDAs I've signed? God damn. It's been hard work.
What are you excited to see the most in the game?
I'm just looking forward to seeing Battlefield be Battlefield. And I think what people are going to see over the course of this today is just the game being its core roots, destruction, team play. The franchise that we love is doing the things we love it to do. So I'm just buzzed about that personally.
Let's talk about team play. You got a squad over there on your side.
Yes, I'm actually with an OG Battlefield squad. I've got Benny Central, Stoddy, and Westy. It's going to be really fun because there's a lot of FPS creators from all over the space, and it's going to be kind of funny watching them deal with an actual team who's played Battlefield together before. So I'm looking forward to it.
Well, amazing! It sounds like it's going to be really, really fun. Do you guys have any squads that you're looking out for? Maybe hoping to see in the Battlefield?
Listen, I'm going to keep the trend going. North America means nearest airport, so any NA creators, you're getting shot. It's game's over.
Okay, one more thing. Lastly, I spotted some sweet shoes over here. We're gonna get a camera on these. Look at these. Are these custom Battlefield shoes?
Yeah, these are custom Battlefield Air Force Ones. The Battlefield team kind of reached out and said, we're gonna do some stuff. So they were just like, I got big feet as well. There's a lot of work for them, but they're really sick. They're going in a case after this. They're never coming out again. You're never seeing these in public.
Those look absolutely incredible. The vibes are here. The fits are here too. Throwing it back to you, Golden Boy.
Thank you so much for that. Oh man, here in
banter, dude. The banter.
Tactical Brit. With Stode, Westy, and Benny Central. I mean, look, I've been covering a lot of Battlefield events throughout my career. Talk about the OGs of Battlefield, baby. It's going to be freaking awesome. And look, it's super fun out here. It's going to be a sensational day for everyone 100%. That's in this building and all of you guys at home as well, because we're here to reveal and break down so much info. You got maps, modes, classes, and maybe even a special surprise or two. That's right. It's going to be a little spicy. Surprises. But before the festivities officially kick off today, we got to share that Battlefield 6 reveal trailer that recently dropped. So good. Now, here's the thing. If you happen to seen it, or you haven't seen it rather, you're in for a treat. And if you did see it, well, guess what? You're also in for a treat because it's pretty damn cool. Let's go ahead and check it out.
My fellow citizens, my fellow.
So this is the reveal trailer, so if you've seen this.
Will prevail.
We're ready, Mr. President.
My fellow citizens, today represents a dark day in our history. With this monstrous, unprovoked attack, no country is safe from their reach. For all those serving on our behalf, our prayers go with you. For the Pax Armada mercenaries who are watching now, I have a message. It's over.
Let's get to work.
Come, your masters of war. Hear the bells of big guns. Hear it hide behind walls. 30 seconds. They turn and run farther when the fast bullets fly.
Move fast. Move decisive. Dagger on my 6.
Send it.
And I will bet you die. And your death will come soon. I'll follow your casket by the pale afternoon. I'll watch while you clear the ship now. And I'll stand over your grave till I'm sure that you're dead.
Ready to target for the F-61.
I'll watch while you learn. And I'll stand over your grave till I'm sure that you're dead. Masters of war.
Oh, doggy. Now, that trailer, that's just the tip of the iceberg, right? Or the tip of the spear,
Sure.
or tip of the assault rifle.
Okay.
I don't know. Whatever you want to call it, okay? But look, folks, in roughly 5 minutes, actually, I stand corrected, 3 minutes, you can see down there on your screen there, we have so much to share with you all directly from the mouths of the Battlefield development team. You're going to get the scoop from the people who are making the game themselves. It's always awesome.
Look, they're so passionate. We have so many talented developers in the house today. You're going to be hearing from the likes of Vincent Pella, Byron Beatty, Christian Grass, Rebecca Kutas. Name it, we got it. All of them telling you everything about the next Battlefield.
I don't know if you were able to hear that.
I'm
Someone
thinking
just
it
popped
pumped
off
up.
and yelled in the background there.
It's
That's
a little big
exciting.
whale.
A lot of people are excited over here, of course. And guys, look, these are the people that eat, sleep, and breathe Battlefield. They play Battlefield all the damn time. This is their bread and butter. So we are expecting to see, well, it's going to be pretty damn cool. We got a lot of dev stuff coming up.
GB, my hands are shaking.
I know,
I'm
I know.
so excited.
I know it seems like we're playing it up, but trust, it's going to be awesome. Now, we actually do have someone standing by, Andy McNamara, who is the Senior Director of Communications for Battlefield, on the floor with Aliek. You might remember him from Game Informer as well. Take it away.
That's right, I'm here with Andy McNamara. Wow, it's Battlefield 6 reveal day. The world is going to get to see the hard work you guys have been putting into this game to bring Battlefield to the world once again. How are you feeling?
I am absolutely hyped. This room in here is absolutely electric. It is unbelievable to be here. This is a huge moment for Battlefield. Working with our fans, working with our community to make this game has been unbelievable. And when I talk about everyone at Battlefield Studios, everyone at Electronic Arts, we put our heart and soul into this game. To be able to share this moment with the world is just, I can't even begin to describe how excited I am for the team and for everyone around the world working on Battlefield to finally show all the work that we've been putting into this game.
Yeah, what makes this Battlefield so special?
I think the thing that makes it truly special is that, like, we've reworked everything from the ground up. The combat, the destruction, and when you put it all together, it just makes for literally a symphony of destruction you can't get anywhere else, and I'm so excited to share it with the world. I think players are going to love what we've got to say, and like, what's up next, right? So first we're going to show everybody the game, and then the best players in the world are going to be playing Battlefield, and I can't wait to see what they do with our game. It's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah, and I heard there's going to be surprises. Golden Boy said something about surprises, so we'll get to see.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can't have any kind of thing without a couple of surprises.
Yeah, all right, throwing it back to you, Golden Boy.
Always a pleasure to hear from Andy. Thank you so much, Aliek, for that. Yeah, I mean, Pansy, I'm so excited for today, man.
And I know most of the people at home just want to see the game, and we're so close to getting there. But for me, again, that trailer, I watched it frame by frame, GB.
Oh, yeah.
I was going through it. The weapons look good. The maps maybe look good. Everything looks so good. Let's get it going.
Oh,
Please.
yeah. Let's get it going. Well, folks, we are all ridiculously pumped for everything that's what's about to happen. We got a packed house here. Repress your favorite gamers. You got creators up the wazoo. And it's like the entirety of social media is here right now. Everyone's here. Everyone is ready to go. We'll be back immediately following the reveal event for the live multiplayer showcase where we will see Battlefield 6 multiplayer in action. But right now, let's go ahead and head on over to the main stage so that this way our developers can introduce the world to Battlefield 6.
All right, here we go.
Please welcome to the stage Battlefield's General Manager, Byron Beatty, and Head of Battlefield Studios and founder of Respawn Entertainment, Vince Zampella.
All right, hello everybody. It's awesome to be here with you all today. Today's the day we've been waiting for a long, long time. We're live here in LA with hundreds of creators and fans with simultaneous events in London, Paris, and Berlin, and another one in Hong Kong unfolding this weekend. And it's all to celebrate the Battlefield 6 multiplayer reveal. So let's start by taking a peek at Siege of Cairo, one of our new maps. You know, that's a little small. Can we go a little bigger, a little louder? You know, like Battlefield's supposed to be. Yes.
Now that's more like it. This is a one-of-a-kind series. It's one that I love deeply and have many fond memories of, as I'm sure many of you here do too. We're here representing the 4 studios who put their heart and soul into Battlefield. Working with you in Battlefield Labs, we're focused on getting the fundamentals right to deliver something special for our fans.
We know we have to nail classes, gunplay, and vehicles. The all-out warfare this series is known for, conquest, breakthrough, and rush, they cannot be compromised. And of course, Battlefield isn't Battlefield without destruction. But our ambition doesn't stop there. We're elevating Battlefield with more ways to play that we're going to show you today.
All right. I think we've talked long enough. Byron, it's time to break shit. I've been waiting a number of years to say this. This is fucking Battlefield 6!
It's like the level.
time I hear the Battlefield theme kick in, I get goosebumps. I love it. Hello, everyone. I'm Christian Grass, Battlefield's executive producer.
And I'm Tom Penn, the series creative director. And having been there with Battlefield from the start, we couldn't be more excited to be here today to show you what's next for the franchise. But first, let's take you to another new map, Empire State.
A new map, okay.
Today, you're gonna see a lot. But let's start with the setting of Battlefield 6, a world that's filled with chaos as countries fight to establish a new global order at any cost, a world where anything can happen at any moment.
And with that, let's take a deeper look at the world you'll be fighting in.
The year is 2027. The world is on edge. Major European countries have left NATO, while the US and its remaining allies grapple with the fallout.
Countries looking to fill the power vacuum left by this chaos turn to a massive private military corporation with deep pockets and the latest tech to reshape the global balance of power. This army is Pax Armada. They represent a new breed of enemy, sophisticated and unafraid of consequences.
NATO's tattered remnants are wounded and battered, but this hardened alliance is determined to stop Pax Armada. This violent conflict will introduce you to a cast of memorable characters as you fight across the globe. Returning gunfire in the streets of Cairo, and crippling machines of war on the shores of Gibraltar. Welcome to the world of Battlefield 6.
Hello everyone, my name is Jeremy Chubb. I'm a producer from DICE in Sweden, working on Battlefield.
Hi everyone, Alexia Christofi here, also a producer at DICE, live from Aini district in Tajikistan.
We have the honor of standing on this stage today to represent the work of our teams back home in Stockholm and across all of Battlefield Studios. When we started work on Battlefield 6, we knew we wanted to come back to a modern military playground with the kind of atmosphere and grit that made Battlefield 3 and 4 iconic games. We needed to take that aesthetic to an entirely new level. What?
Yeah! Yes! That never gets old. Classes, weapons, vehicles, destruction. All of these are essential parts that make Battlefield a truly one-of-a-kind experience.
We're relentlessly fine-tuning combat and vehicle controls, making destruction matter more than ever before to how you play the game. Delivering a unique and impactful class experience is necessary to staying true to Battlefield.
And now, it's time to show you how all those things have come together in Battlefield 6.
At the core of any great first-person shooter is the connection players have with its world. We know the things our players love about Battlefield and are elevating them to an even higher quality than ever before. Our class system's back, with new innovations to give players even more choice. Intense tactical combat, from the gunplay to the way you move across the battlefield, rebuilt from the ground up. Vehicles that feel weighty, powerful, and can change the tide of war.
And of course, destruction. Something Battlefield does unlike anyone else.
We heard you loud and clear. You want the class system back. Assault, Engineer, Support, and Recon. An iconic formula for Battlefield. Each class features a signature weapon set, as well as class-exclusive gadgets and traits that define your role in the squad.
The Assault class are the frontline killers who punch through enemies' defenses to open a way for the rest of the team. A handy grenade launcher will rob enemies of their cover, while flashbangs send them scurrying through the line of fire. Cornered by the enemy, an adrenaline shot may be the difference between life and death. Assault's enhanced mobility, combined with the option to throw on an extra primary weapon, makes you a formidable force that can push deep behind enemy lines.
You need a deterrent for tanks, helicopters, fucking jets? That's when you call in the engineer. Armed with a satchel filled with rockets and mines, this class is all about being a menace to the vehicles hunting your allies. They're also the only class capable of repairing friendly vehicles, equipment, and weapon placements.
The support class is there to pull your ass out of the fire, throwing down supply crates, heals, and ammo to keep you in the fights. Support can lay down the deployable cover, intercept enemy grenades and missiles, and they're the masters of the machine gun. There is no better class to keep your squad in the fight when the odds are against you.
Medic class?
Recon is our tactical mastermind who provides vital information to the squad and stalks the edges of the battlefield, usually with a sniper rifle in hand to pull off the perfect headshot. With drones capable of pinpointing enemy positions, C4 that can cripple tanks and level buildings, and a laser designator that will guide your allies' missiles right to their target.
For Battlefield 6, we've reapproached combat and rebuilt it from the ground up to create an experience the team calls the Kinesthetic Combat System. Designed to give you a wider range of tactical and reflexive options during the heat of battle. It's about being aware of what's around you. How you move, how you shoot, and how to use destruction are all carefully balanced and work together to define this new system. With Dragon Revive, you can now cross no man's land to save a downed squad mate by pulling them to safety while reviving them. You can also lean and peek around corners. You can mount weapons on walls, crouch while sprinting, and even perform agile rolls while escaping enemy fire.
Man, all vehicles have been tuned to be more responsive and intuitive than ever before. Whether you're tearing across the sky in a chopper, raining bullets down on your foes, or rolling through the desert in a tank. The new Hitch a Ride ability lets your squad stay together by expanding the number of spots available for vehicles. And while it's easier to navigate with simplified control options, harnessing these war machines' full lethal potential requires the expertise of a pro.
We know you love destruction. And for Battlefield 6, we wanted to push destruction even further, both in terms of a spectacle and as a gameplay mechanic.
We're debuting a new iteration called Tactical Destruction. It gives you even more options to own the battlefield with countless ways to transform the environment. Wall blocking your way? Try C4, a rocket launcher, or your handy sledgehammer. Squad firing on your team from above? Take out the floor beneath them. Or blow it all up. Climb over the rubble, problem solved.
All these things come together to create a genre-defining, must-play first-person shooter experience you cannot get anywhere else.
Hey everybody, I'm Ryan MacArthur, executive producer at Ripple Effect Studios.
And I'm Alma Talbot, director of production at Motive.
Vast, enthralling multiplayer has always been at the heart of this series, and now we're excited to take you through just how much Battlefield 6 has to offer on that front. We have a lot of stuff in this game, folks.
More modes, more experiences, more Portal. There's more ways to play Battlefield than ever before.
Let's take a look at all the maps and modes you'll be playing in Battlefield 6.
In Battlefield, You and your squad will be battling it out across a world drowning in turmoil. A world filled with epic battles for you to partake in. All our spaces are built for the experience you want as a player. Whether that's intense, close-quarters infantry combat, or large-scale warfare with tanks, choppers, and jets. So let's start with where you'll be battling it out.
Battlefield 6 will take you all over the globe, from Egypt and Gibraltar to Tajikistan and the streets of Brooklyn in the US. At launch, we'll have 9 maps, including a remake of the classic Operation Firestorm from Battlefield 3.
Gibraltar is built to be up close and personal. Smaller urban areas, designed to support close-quarters combat. Egypt is all about infantry and land vehicles. While Tajikistan boasts scale, with epic settings that capture our all-out war experience. Then there's Brooklyn, bringing the best of both scale and close-quarters combat.
All of these maps are built to support any of our variety of modes with custom layouts that we call combat zones that have been rigorously play-tested and iterated to ensure a thrilling, authentic Battlefield experience, no matter where you're playing.
Conquest. Breakthrough. Rush. Our all-out warfare trifecta of modes delivers moments you can't get in any other game. And with Battlefield 6, we're giving you more ways to play, all infused with Battlefield's DNA. Team Deathmatch. Squad Deathmatch. Domination. King of the Hill. In our newest addition to our all-out warfare experience called Escalation, where teams are pushed to a final climactic battle that we think our players will love. We've spent countless hours of playtesting these modes, both internally and alongside our Battlefield Labs participants, and working to refine them and make them feel true to Battlefield's brand of immersive warfare. You can expect more maps, modes, and events as part of our post-launch seasonal content that we'll be telling you about closer to release.
And with the return of Portal, you can also build, share, and play your custom-created experiences.
This new, more powerful version of Portal will enable creators to use an updated toolset that features editing tools that will let you create even wilder experiences. That's not all. In Portal's newly redesigned Verified mode, modifiers will allow players to set up hardcore rule sets with one-shot kills, closed weapons, and so much more, all with full progression and XP gain.
With updates to our UI and navigation systems, it will be easier than ever to find and share exciting new experiences made with Portal. We can't wait to see what you create, share, and play.
Rebecca Kutas, and I'm the General Manager of DICE and Criterion. And I'm here with Phil Ducharme from Motive. In addition to building the multiplayer experience, we are also bringing the single player back to Battlefield. And we didn't want to leave without giving you a glimpse. Together, we are so proud to represent the teams at Criterion, DICE, and Motive, working on this gritty, adrenaline-fueled campaign that immerses you in a world of nations at war.
As we said, the world is on the brink of war. Our journey focuses on an elite unit of US Marine Raiders known as Dagger 1-3 as they try to stabilize NATO and counter the threat from Pax Armada and the Coalition. As Dagger 1-3, you'll navigate through intense missions that give you an opportunity to play from the perspective of each member of this elite squad.
Our goal is to deliver epic missions filled with incredible set of pieces, intense battle, and a cast of badass characters that you will remember long after the credits roll. Let's take a sneak peek.
The world as it's commonly known has crumbled. Alliances that held since the end of World War II, gone. All the traditional assumptions about who's on whose side, gone. But you know, every crisis is an opportunity. Like the man said, chaos is a ladder.
Fly over here! Bring it down!
All right, I love it. That's Agent Mills, a CIA operative who finds herself matching wits with our hero Murphy when things don't go according to plan. Now, today is all about multiplayer, but we'll have more to share with you about our campaign as we get closer to launch. So thank you so much for joining us, whether you're here with us in LA or at one of our satellite events or watching from home. You're about to see over 400 of your favorite creators stream their Battlefield 6 gameplay. I know I'm fired up to see some of the best players in the world play, and that's just the start. We love this game, and we can't wait to get it into your hands. So you will get a chance to play Battlefield 6 for yourself in our upcoming open beta that hits the next 2 weekends. That's right, you heard me. Beta starts. That's right. Beta starts next weekend.
It's the most content we've ever dropped in an open beta in Battlefield history. And as a token of our appreciation, anyone who has signed up for labs before today will get early access to the beta this Thursday and Friday. For everyone else, watch your favorite creators on Twitch participating in the streamer showcase today to also gain early access next week. Then the beta will be open to everyone on August 9th.
All right, so everything you've seen today is just the first step in building our Battlefield universe, with Battlefield 6 launching on October 10th. 10/10. Can't wait to get this game into the hands of our players. So from everyone at Battlefield Studios across Criterion, DICE, Motive, wait, hold on. There is one more thing. We have said that Ripple Effect was working on a brand new experience for Battlefield. Well,
is this the Battle Royale?
Everyone at Battlefield Studios, we want to thank you for tuning in. Now it's time to watch live Battlefield gameplay from your favorite creators from around the world. So we're all excited for you to join us on the battlefield on October 10th. Let's fucking go.
Oh man, I had the best seat in the house as well. Oh boy, that's awesome. That looks great. And I'm excited. Holy crap, baby. We got a packed show for you all today. Look at these amazing MVPs right here. That's love, baby. That's passion. But here's the good news, folks. That's not the only thing you're about to check out, because we have 200 plus of your favorite creators here now playing and watching and enjoying the game. It is going to be awesome. But of course, so much more here, right? You got a lot of your favorite content creators. You can see everyone's stoked to play this game. Everyone's excited. We got people from all over the world here. Why don't we go ahead and meet one of them right now? I got a friend who's actually down here, as a matter of fact. Oh, snap. Oh, hey, I see myself on camera. And also, hi, friend. Yeah, isn't that crazy how time works and how latency on the internet works? Of course, here with Lulu Lovely. Lulu, that was crazy. What do you think?
Oh, my gosh. It's so awesome, and I'm so excited for the community to see what we have seen. It is amazing.
Yeah, it looks absolutely absurd. I mean, people are waving me down over there to go over there. what did we just see at the end there? Oh, that looked pretty damn cool. Maybe a little firestorm?
I mean, it kind of looked like a storm, didn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. I think so.
I mean, that can only mean one thing, but I can't say anything, you know.
What should people be expecting from you today as you take to the servers for the first time?
They can expect to see me on the hill with a sniper. You know, I got a snipe.
I already know, girl. I already know. All right, pleasure to chat with you. We'll catch up with you a little bit later. There you have it, Lulu Lovely. Make sure you check out her stream. But that, of course, is not all. We mentioned Pansy's here, you know, legendary esports caster, Aliek as well, myself. We have one more person joining the broadcast team. It's Achilleos, all the way from Korea. Oh, my word. And actually a crazy Battlefield fan as well. Achilleos, what did you think of the reveal, man?
I've been playing this franchise since I can remember. I think 2142 was maybe the first game that I played. I've been playing Battlefield for a very long time, and what I have seen, the little I've gotten to play, this game is back. We are back to our roots. Battlefield is looking better than ever.
Yeah, look, I mean, speaking of roots as well, our first match is going to be on Conquest, and it can't come soon enough, at least for me. Our creators are getting into the lobby right now. You can see them behind us. I mean, you took the little tour as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, we're very close to seeing gameplay, because I know that's what you guys at home want. We can do all the fluff and, you know, pomp of it all, but we will be in that server. Everyone here is streaming live to their channels. So if you don't hear from us, which, you know, fair play, check them out.
How could you, though? But I do want to say as well, it's not just like the who's who in streaming. No, we got BFOGs 100%. In the house, by the way. 100%. People who have been playing, streaming, and supporting this game for freaking ever. On top of that, we have a lot of other great creators that are here joining us, too.
Dude, I saw Jack Frags, I've seen Westy, I've seen just about everyone running around.
Here. We just saw Tactical Brit.
Bing, and then you'll get randomly, Nate Shots, just having a little walk around as well. It's literally everyone who's anyone
Tarek is here.
Yeah,
here.
Yeah, he's all tank top, arms out, ready to go. Like, it's wild that we've literally got the be-all and end-all of the streaming kind of FPS genre in the house today.
Yeah, I mean, it's people that I met when I was living in Los Angeles, and that was like close to 10 years ago. And now we're reconnecting, re-meeting each other here at this event. It's so sick to see. Of course, I got to give a shout out to my boy Seagull, who's also here, OG. So he's here checking out the game, and I got to talk to him about his thoughts so far, and he says he thinks that it's fantastic, and he's loving it. And frankly, I have to agree with him.
Did I see, like, Firestorm as well? Like, rolling our minds back to the trailer, like, what we just saw, there's so many things that have got me pumped up. Like, that to me, like, I was a Battlefield 4 fan, but seeing that, you know, brought into that, I loved it. But do we get to see that now? I don't know. But, like, for me, I was pumped up just seeing that.
I'm excited. You know, also, too, I mean, we didn't, we had a few other things prior to the reveal. One of those things that we actually was quite new to us was the single-player stuff. As a fan, massive fan of, you know, like, single-player campaigns. Also a big fan of Battlefield 3 single-player campaign, most notably. That thing was freaking legendary. Seriously, if you haven't had a chance, go play it. Like, I honestly think that is also like such a huge addition to the game as well. You have so many things, Achilleos, that are available to you here, from multiplayer to what we saw with Labs and now with single player.
Yeah, I mean, I think that at the end of the day, it's just you're getting bang for your buck across the board. There's so much things that are being packed into this. There's going to be so much more on the horizon as well as we go through the seasons, new maps, new game modes that could all be coming through. So, you know, there's probably some people out there saying, oh, well, where's X map? I love that map. Why don't they bring that back? It's not out of the question.
You don't know yet.
It certainly is out of the question. And at the end of the day, you could just probably build it in Portal.
Don't. Portal just blew my mind. Like, I'm a simple creature, right? That looks stupidly fun. That looks stupidly fun.
I wish I was smart enough, but apparently it's intuitive for even people like me who don't know how to do it.
I think that even you could probably set up a slanted highway into the sky and have some helicopters
fall down.
It's
my time to shine. Seriously. You know, bad architecture. Here I come.
Yeah, the world's worst made metro is coming out. Like, we can't help ourselves.
It's like the Million Midship remakes in Halo. It's going to be the same thing here. It's going to have all these Metro remakes in Battlefield 6. It's going to be awesome.
Is he the firing range as well?
That's right. That's right.
Is that the recall he's looking for? He's got that set up already.
Tim's just trying to find the gun that will give him the least amount of excuses. And that's really what he's looking for right now. But no, real talk though, it was really a thing to see, and everyone was super stoked. And I also do want to be very clear and transparent with everyone watching. Like, everyone's stoked, man. Like, this isn't like, oh, hey, we're here to do this thing. And no, like, I've been going around talking to people and stuff and asking them,
like honest critique, and I wouldn't be mentioning this if it was not good. And honest to God, like these people, everyone's stoked, everyone's excited. The game looks sick. I can't wait for you guys to see it in action. I mean, when you see it, you're going to look at it and be like, oh yeah, no, that's Battlefield. And that's the vibe. That's what you want.
And I think that the devs coming out there at the end, announcing when the beta was going to be hitting, I mean, just a week from now, saying that this is the most confident that we've ever been going into it. Having that confidence right now at an all-time high is such a great sign. And I think it really is indicative of what they've been able to accomplish here and what we're about to show off as we get ready to go into game.
Yeah, and look, the Battlefield community is a tough one, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? They hold people to high standards.
As they should.
But as you said, walking around this room, I've been speaking to the sweatiest of gamers.
Yeah.
The ones who are the most miserable. And they're pretty happy.
Yeah.
Which is what I like. Genuinely, I was
wild.
like, nah, do you mean it? Are you sure? And no. They're back on board. Now, again, I think everyone who's watching wants to see that gameplay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't blame you. I know.
Don't worry, we're going to be jumping in. We're going to be jumping in.
As soon as it's ready, because you can see them. They're all getting ready. You
Yeah.
can go check out your favorite streamers, see what they're already saying. There's a million different, 200 or so different perspectives you can
Rounds
check
up
out.
to a million.
Yeah, I think that's how math works.
Give
But
or
again, you can absolutely check any of them out as well.
Well, folks, I think it's time. Let's watch some freaking Battlefield 6, baby. Jump right in with the legend himself. It's Westy, and he's immediately going for the armor. Exactly what you want to see. Now, folks, if you're watching this for the first time, maybe play some other FPS games where you don't see the might and the grit that is tanks and copters and planes and rockets. This right here, to me, this point of view, this is Battlefield, baby.
And look, you can ask for a better squad to start with too, right? You've got Stody in there, you've got Tactical Brit in there, these boys, and they're already down. They're already getting rinsed. So you but again, this is kind of the classic stuff we're looking for, right? How does it feel? How does it look? And then you talk about someone who's a little bit maybe on the outside of the Battlefield genre. You got Courage, right? You got Nadeshot, you got Scump, you got Tim. And look, we watched a couple games of this. They were popping off.
They were going crazy.
Popping off.
Nadeshot had a couple whiffs, and I was like, oh, all right, man, maybe doesn't still got it. No, he started popping heads. We'll see if we're going to get a little bit more of that here. As for now, I mean, just into the more neutral parts of the maps, of course, get those openings, start getting these lockdowns here on these captures.
Now, I want to talk about what we're seeing here as far as the composition is concerned, because we're getting Nade on the Engineer, and then three, Tim, Scump, and Courage on the Assault. So obviously prioritizing, going for the guns, going for the forward-facing kind of, blowing things up if you can, but you got a lot of space to clear here.
Look, again, if you're going to be that player, and you're kind of talking about these as one of the key ones, right? You got some absolute gunners. You let them go and gun. You let them be at the forefront, and look at them just absolutely railing it in. It's beautiful to watch, and you get so many options on that assault class as well.
I love just that little tiptoe out of the combat area, get onto an unexpected angle.
Now they're nasty. They are straight nasty.
I got my two. I got to get the hell out of there, because someone's going to look around there again and try and pick me up on top of that hill. And look at this, Benny Central holding up in the top side here. And you can't forget all the destruction, guys. There's so much destruction. You just drive that tank into a house. That thing ain't got no chance.
Any medics? Of course not, silly us.
Yeah, rolling back going. We're going to see how many medics how many people get rezzed during this showcase. We're guessing 0.
Yeah, straight 0.
That's our in-house bet right now. we're pretty confident because we've been watching people play. And wait a minute. Actually, leave it up to the Battlefield guys.
Could be a res. This could be a res.
Yeah. Stoda,
please, bro, please.
Hit him with the defib. We switched over to Nadeshot. It's okay. It's okay.
I do want to see what loadouts they're kind of picking up on here as well, like what weapons they're opting for, because it looks like kind of like LMG with what looks like a drum mag on it. I mean, but before I saw him with what looked like kind of a MK or like a DMR style weapon tapping away. There's so many different like loadouts and varieties to it too, like the nice little vert grips on there. So much to play with depending on playstyle, and that's what a lot of the people are speaking to, like Vegas was saying. Look, you need to get the right setup, you need to get the right attachments on it. Otherwise it simply won't do what you want it to. You've got to make this work for you.
And I think that's one of the beautiful things about this game, and it always kind of has been, is the customization that you can have when it comes down to your weapons, because you can get it to where the gun, maybe it's not the most mathematical best as far as damage output is going to be concerned, but it might be the best feeling for you. So what works for you is not necessarily going to be something that works for anybody else in the game, and you have so many different ways to just fine-tune it, whether it's something that's going out onto the muzzle, a different type of grip, a scanted sight, etc. So for anybody who hasn't played Battlefield in a while, or has maybe never played Battlefield, there's a lot to dive into and really just immerse yourself in.
We're off to see. And look, this is the Battlefield boys, right? They got to take this one on. They were already giving it large at the start, like NA, nearest airport. We are in Los Angeles, keep in mind.
And we are pretty close to LAX, so.
But it is kind of odd. I do want to see them do well here and see kind of how they approach the game too, and how they see the loadouts, and how they see the attachments, how they want to run their squads as well. Like Westy and Stody, these guys are veterans at this. They've been probably living in the trenches for a minute, and now they get to actually have some fun out here. So we'll see how it goes for them. So far, so good. And look at old Tarek. Look at him go. This is Tarek who's in the squad.
Yeah, he's trying.
Oh, he died.
No.
It's an NT. It's an NT.
Yep.
Need a revive. Not getting one.
Speak his name, and yep, just immediately caster cursed. Oh, here we go.
Stone Mountain.
Stone Mountain, dude.
Roger, let's do this. Oh, man, if you have not had a chance to watch any of Stone Mountain stuff, you have been doing yourself a disservice. Guy is absolutely hilarious. But also, one hell of a pilot. This dude is about to put in some work with this, unless someone's smart enough to take him down. Because if I'm being honest, I would try and take him down as soon as I possibly can.
Yeah, you probably can't let him get away with too much here. But again, look, I'm awful with vehicles. If I touch them, it's a problem. But seeing someone who's actually good at it, wild.
Oh, look at this little run that he's going to do right here. He's trying to find a couple targets.
He could open up so much chance for the rest of this kind of, I guess, team and squad's going to make the way up to the next couple of points. But they're doing pretty well so far.
Oh, look at the detail on the plane as the wind breaks on the wings. That actually super sick. Oh, man.
I'm curious what he's going to be prowling for. I mean, I would guess, like, enemy armor, a tank, something like that. Something you just go on a bombing run, try to take them out of the equation. But for now, just a nice little breezy little fly through the sky.
And look, we got Lil Big Whale, who's right behind us, actually. So he could actually get some, real action live. But no, because we stole her setup for a minute. She took a break, went to the bathroom, instantly sat down. Feels fantastic. I think we were actually playing on this map as well. So we got to have a little hands-on time in this. But again, it just looks good. And already, we're at the forefront of things.
Oh, okay. That's one way to do it, Marley. Just go ahead and send that rocket up there. See if that solves the problem.
It's kind of hard to scale up to see, though, because there's a little bit of verticality to this, right? So it's like you kind of need the assistance from that armor coming in almost, right? Get your tanks coming over, get what you can to try and create the pathing. Because look at it. You do get absolutely hammered on the way onto these crosses.
I will say, if you have a smoke grenade, throw it on the road before you cross. Maybe that will give you the cover that you're looking for.
Throw it at your enemies as well. Obfuscate their vision, not your own.
Yeah, that too. That works out as well.
Typically going to be the play there, but for now, it looks like Marley 13 just going to kind of be pinned down here.
Yeah, nothing really. Okay, did find a target over there, so you're still going to have a little bit of that. Got absolutely mauled. So that's always going to get a little harder as you're trying to come up those more controlled chokes, right? Especially on maps like this, where there isn't a lot of like man-made cover. It's always going to be a challenge.
It looks like the Ace 32, I think, kind of. But I'm trying to look at the loadouts or the attachments like Stody's using and people like that. It's not like like just absolutely beaming them there.
You can do canted sights as well.
I do love the canted sights.
Dude, they want to get this. They want to get this res so bad. They've lost a man in the process. Here we go. Looks like
no faith.
No faith. Zero faith in it anyway.
So we've still not seen it.
I will get one. To be fair, I want to see the drag as well, where you can drag people away and then go for the res on that. It was kind of sick in the trailer.
Okay, Nate shots back. He's got sniper in hand. Or he's just got scope on. Never mind. For a second, I thought we were backed in playing recon. Then I glanced to the bottom.
Yeah, no, he's an assaulter. He's going in for it. He's going for the fight.
No, I've been hearing a lot of the kind of players saying that the assault feels really good because you get so many options, so many weapons to play through.
And can I just say that that's great? Because there's a lot of other titles out there where you play assault and it just feels like you always get your ass kicked by SMGs or always get your ass kicked by any other gun, shotguns at long range. And having the assault actually have some real punch to it, that is fantastic.
Yeah, it really is. I like what they did with the classes here. Went back to the traditional, what we've come to expect from Battlefield with the 4 primary classes that have been the bread and butter of the franchise for such a long time. But I also like, some of the changes that they did with, the way that they assigned responsibilities to those classes as well, right? It's easy to just be like, oh yeah, the assault class, they're just gonna go and shoot stuff, and that's fair. That's completely fine. But like the assault class actually does provide like a lot more versatility in its utility, which I think is cool.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like it still has a signature, right? You still kind of know what you're in for, but there is that versatility. There's layers to it, there's depth to it. Like maybe you want to play it in a certain way and you can kind of build yourself up to that. That's what I like, is that ability to create something that suits just you, but still within that little bit of a pillar of what that role is.
And the class, or rather I should say the gun customization gives you a lot of flexibility, because the way it works in this one is you will go and you'll like, you know, select like your grip, or you'll select a scope or something to that effect. And then that will kind of go into the cost of the overall gun. So you're kind of have to be smart with your gun economy, if you will, to like pick what are going to be the things that are going to support me the most.
Right, there's only so much that you can attach. Certain attachments are going to be a higher value, so you need to make sure that you're kind of treading a line.
They're also really good about the descriptions in the game too. I noticed, because I had went, I mean, obviously all that could still subject to change. It's still early days, but you know, the descriptors were very clear. It was like, do this for hip fire, do this for ADS, do this for this, and it's like that kind of stuff is just like bare bones, get straight to the point. That's exactly what I like.
This affects your draw speed. This affects, you know, your recoil.
I'm done. So, you know, I need some help.
That's a nice. So this is the kind of loadout that I was looking at. These weapons with these sort of attachments, kind of that, I don't want to say like DMR-ish, but look at it. You can see how quick you get back to it. No, this looks so good. And he's got that stubby vert grip on it. Look at the damage. It's unreal. Perfect, what, around 100 meters, nice range.
Oh my gosh, he's got to feel the MZ.
MZ's going crazy over here.
Do it again. Do it again. Uno más, uno más. Oh my!
They've noted, they've spotted us.
Oh, you hear the
position?
Yeah, you got the comms.
The comms are wild.
Oh.
Boom.
Oh,
that's Westy. MZ
names.
Let's go, MZ.
Oh! That was actually nuts. That was so good.
Oh man, well done. No, Tim. No.
Come on, Tim.
He thought he had a clear path.
Oh,
rock it out, looking to try to take it down, but okay, so flares out.
Oh, this is crazy. And now, very obviously, it goes without saying, but the most important thing is you got to take out the aerials. You have to in this type of a game. Otherwise, like, they will absolutely dominate you if you're not careful.
It looks so nasty as well doing this. You know what I mean?
I mean, that gun is insane.
Let's see him take down like a wall.
So many options to shoot. Who do you shoot?
Uh-oh.
I guess that's the other side of things, right? Who's getting shot at?
Now, Rands, you can go for the repair here. Might need to, but actually could also just go for a little swoop in.
There it is.
You can just Hail Mary it.
Oh.
Try to see what you can get done.
Oh. Yo, this is crazy. Look at him fly.
Just could not pull up fast enough.
But he clearly flew into the sky.
Pestri's still standing, man.
Tough way to go.
It is, for sure. But, I mean, the thing that I also love is, you know, the devs were talking about it a bit, that, you know, there's some easier options, some easier approaches now to getting into the flying vehicles, using helicopters and jets, but having a mastery of it, really being able to take over the full manual controls, that's going to give you way more options, way more mobility, way more ways to try to approach the game.
Hold on.
Ooh,
he's getting pelted.
Doesn't have anything to try and fight this off. He's going to need to outfly it. Oh!
Pestily got him. Pestily doing some serious damage out there.
Come on, Haley.
How we look?
Oh, you can parachute!
Yo!
Hell yeah! Let's see what we can do with this bad boy then. How'd that feel?
That's amazing.
Okay, now what do we got to do to convince the devs to add like a drop kick, like a wrestling style drop kick
off the parachute?
Dude, I'd be down with that.
You know,
or a clothesline. You know, hit him with a clothesline.
There's a couple of them just a few feet away. So
yeah, I know. I'm going to try and convince them.
Yeah.
That's going to be my objective throughout the show, everyone. Just so you all aware.
Yeah, and of course you can, as Aaron the Loco just learned, you can parachute at pretty much any moment.
This game is insane.
It is repeatable.
And you can fly.
So anytime you're going to drop off a higher surface, off of a cliff face, anything like that, you can just go ahead and pop that parachute and really play around with mobility in the game quite nicely. The parachute allows you to get around the map very quickly.
All right, time to go to the star of the show here.
Yeah,
you got MZ.
Stick on MZ.
She's back in
Nice
there.
little oversight on that B spot as well, so. able to catch a couple on the cross-up, probably.
Gonna have to be worried about this left flank a little bit, though.
Yeah, she's got teammates over there and some armor, so they might be able to clear that. Oh, never mind. Looks like they're dying.
Again! Dead again. It happens. It happens, man.
Okay, everyone's got a friend in the game who's going to be yelling, "Help me, please!"
Have we seen a res yet? Have we seen a res yet?
Not on camera, we have not.
Nope.
I'll give you the D. Yeah,
Oh, it's funny.
Right, I'll meet you there.
I'm just pretty sure it's just never going to happen.
And you know, though, yeah, probably. But it goes without saying, like, yes, can you jump into Battlefield by yourself, decide, hey, today's a recon day, and I just want to snipe a little bit, or, oh, I'm going to be an engineer and just follow some tanks. You can totally do that. But playing with friends in this game, it's truly something else.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where you can just approach it however you want. Do you want to try hard? Do you want to run one of every class? Do you want to run armor? Do you want to just stick to infantry? Do you want to go 5 or 4 snipers in a squad?
Yeah, look, there's something for everyone, right? We've all got that friend who only wants to go in vehicle. We've all got that friend who wants to be support, right? Or assault. They've all got their own little thing they want to do. And honestly, it feels like everyone's got a decent role. So you can carve out how you want to approach this game.
Man, the skybox is freaking gorgeous. Holy.
Second pass, looking for the kill.
Ooh, getting locked in. I mean, this tank has been doing work.
Look, Pestily doesn't normally get to be in vehicles, but you let him loose, and he's looking kind of wild at it.
Ooh, it doesn't have it. Doesn't have it.
We're out of that. Go on.
Oh.
Yes.
I swear.
I dare you.
I swear.
Please.
Is he going to be, he might not survive this.
I don't know if he's going to make it back
no.
through. No.
Oh, that is terrible. Look at the
now
way
you just
they
get to watch that corpse fall. Oh my God.
That was awesome. That was a sick visual. Morbid as well.
Yeah. But that's the game. Get back in
man.
queue, respawn in a couple seconds, and do it all over again.
And we're taking a look at a couple of games that are going on at once here, just so you guys know. We're jumping in from different games, so not everyone is in the same lobby. Bear in mind, there are a lot of people here. We have a couple behind us, but we also have a couple hundred in a room over in the other side of this undisclosed facility. So there's a lot of people that is playing this game right now. So we're going to be jumping all over the place. We're also going to be checking out more modes as well. It's not just going to be Conquest, which I could watch Conquest all day.
I mean, it's a classic, right?
It's a classic.
Up scoreboard, something
It's
everyone
great.
wants. There you go.
Yep, I wish we could yell at them to leave the scoreboard up a little longer so we can see who's performing. But that's just the esports guy in me thinking, you know, I want to build a segment about the poor performance from, or rather a great performance from MZ.
Uh-oh, here we go. Quick pop of the rockets. That's a good amount of damage in.
A lot of damage in. It's going to be one more big shot coming in from this tank.
The engineers around to help out either.
Oh, what a race.
Stone Mountain came in with it.
The RPG, the third party.
You never know when that thing's going to come out of nowhere. Here we go now, Ranzrates. They're now going to be taken to the sky, trying to use this.
He keeps having a real rough go of it.
Yeah, the aerials has been struggling this game, guys.
I honestly, I think people are just keeping it in check. You know what I mean? They are keeping this all down. This is certainly not the lobbies I play in.
Yeah.
Normally, I'm just getting absolutely rinsed by anything with, in the sky, but no, here we've got some good players. Thank God for that.
Sweaty lobby.
Seems like Stone's going to try to maintain aerial dominance, but this time from the ground. Want to be able to try to intercept that parachute.
He's got a good idea where he was. Got that laser on as well, a little bit of hip fire capability on this.
Yep, and the
lost him.
By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed.
There he is.
Oh, well played. I was going to say, I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but you can also, you see when they're in crouch position, they're also running too.
Oh yeah, crouch sprinting.
So that's kind of sick.
Allowing you to stick behind cover like this, these sandbags, and still be able to be pretty mobile. Yeah, it's Lulu Lovely looking to try to find a couple shots here with a sniper.
She said she was going to do this, so let's see what she could do. Let's see what she can cook up. Lulu Lovely, if you haven't had a chance to see her, an absolute menace in games like Apex. Battle Royale aficionado, some will definitely say. And right now, though, no vision at all. These smokes are concealing so much, it's making it really difficult for Lulu to do her job.
Yeah, that E point kind of out of sight right now. You'd have to push up a little bit further, but scaling up in this, if you got something against you, as said, those vehicles, that armor standing in the way, scaling up almost impossible, so you might need to kind of look for another route forward.
Yeah, I mean, she's been getting smoked out pretty consistently here as well, so it's been very difficult for her to get anything going.
And anytime she gets an angle, it's just that armor staring her in the face, basically. But now might have a slight opportunity, but
nope.
Target-rich environment.
Hold up.
I got Crimsix.
The legend himself, multi-time champion Crimsix here as well. Still nasty on the sticks, by the way. Still nasty on the sticks.
Towards the top of the board, too.
Yeah. Didn't quite get to see who was at the top there.
I believe he's at like 16 or 19.
Yeah.
Gotta be real cautious here. Doesn't have much to try to deal with the armor.
Also, yeah, just tanks everywhere.
Yeah, when you are a support in this situation, you gotta go.
Oh, there goes Tim.
Boom. The explosions look phenomenal.
They do. Tim's got, you know, like the 1,000-yard stare on the go there, man. He didn't look so good. All right, let's see what Nadeshot's got.
Okay, now he's going for the recon.
This was the one that I saw him working with, that he was pretty nasty. So I do wonder if maybe just got something stealth that he likes, but...
Still haven't seen anybody go for the ride along, hop into the back of the tank.
Give me that.
Yeah,
Please.
I want to see that too.
Please.
Ooh, wait a minute, Red Ops might be in a bit of a pickle here because there is a lot of players around here. Look at this guy on top of the mountain. They're shooting all sorts of rockets at him. Nothing you could do in that situation. Now Red Ops going to be cut away from everyone here.
What an objective player. Sadly, gets kind of 180 on that, but
that's a toughie.
Appreciate it. I appreciate the work.
Just go 10 more.
We're going to get this game ending in just a little bit. Got a few tickets remaining. As,
89. Yep.
Probably RPG snipe.
Look at the hold here that they got too. CDEF control, some pretty solid zone control, and on top of that, they kind of spread out the map nicely. So they're in a great spot.
And they're still pressuring B.
I'm sending it.
Yeah,
it's pretty dominant.
It's one of those game modes where like you have to be pressuring the control points. You can't just try to overwhelm the tickets there. You have to be getting kills as well as capping objectives. As it's going to be a decent little volley here. Trying to hide behind this one.
Hide! Hello! How's he alive?
How's he not dead?
Oh, damn it.
Run in circles,
so
Dylan!
sick.
Oh my God!
So close.
Bring her on, yes! Polo with the kill!
Just juked the hell out of him.
That was so sick.
When in doubt, so that makes sense then. When you're in a combat zone, you hug a tank.
Sure.
And then this way, how could they hit you if you're hugging it? It makes a lot of sense.
There we go.
Player on the blind spots.
Let's go. GG's.
First game, first win.
First game, first win. That's a
Easy,
sentence as well. First game, first win.
Oh,
Nice
the burnt peanut.
Yeah! Love this, dude. Met the burnt peanut today, or sorry, yesterday.
You met them.
I got to film a video with the burnt peanut.
In costume.
In costume. It was amazing.
Yeah,
And, he's an emote machine, by the way. Just says emotes.
You see him out there? You see him out there?
Is it bad for my job if I just want to be quiet and listen to him?
Yeah,
Is
let's
that
do
bad?
it. I want to hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
Let me know if you see somebody. Let me know if you see somebody. Is there anybody out there?
And he's got the hat.
Good work.
He's got the freaking.
Good work. Good work. Good work out there.
We're away. We're off to the races.
Yes, I was. I'm the IDL. Yes, I am. You're the plane guy. I'm the IGL.
He's the IGL.
Oh, he's the
Touch?
Follow your IGL.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
I'm going with Hutch. He's got the bright idea. Follow me. Follow me, gang. I'm coming up, Hutch. I'm coming up.
Oh,
Gotta find the staircase.
I don't know how to come up, actually.
I think it was behind.
You carry on, Hutch. See you later.
On me. Let's go to D.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
You're
gotta run, buddy. They have
They're
nothing
enemies.
to deal with that
They're
tank.
opponents.
They have a couple recons, maybe. Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, burnt peanut got taken down by Banana.
Banana clip. He looks like he has a banana clip, so it makes sense. Makes sense.
Potassium defeats calorie.
I like it's two people bleeding out on the ground begging for a medic that will never come.
They're never arriving.
Right, they were rivals, right? What a way to go. You know,
Yeah.
just say at the person who took you out.
Please help me. I'd help you if I could, my friend.
No, I just got shot. What? He's close. He's close. He's close.
All right,
we've got
Adrian here.
support. We've got support. There could be reses. There could be a res.
Well,
No more reses.
No
We're
more
off.
no res for us.
cut the camera.
There's some Ruffle Waffles in this this squad as well.
This one's about to be over as well. This game's getting out of hand.
Yep. There we go, blowtorch.
I love that. That's the thing.
vintage, man.
I love that it's back. It's so good.
You can't be mad about it. Let's go roll for
I was
Show me
watching
something.
Seagull play,
Yeah.
and he was insta-killing people with the defib. It was really funny.
Oh yeah, because you can.
You could do that. You
Yep.
could just run around, just insta. It's like a knife. It's so good. And people were very mad at him for that. But that's Seagull. So
you also, I mean, you can charge the pads infinitely. So you just run sprinting with them, and you have full move speed while you're holding those. So if you can just run up on someone real quick, just boop, and
I
it's
feel
dead.
like we're more likely to see that than any res.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Oh, because yeah, I mean, if you have something that can assist your teammate, but also is capable of killing an opponent,
Well,
you always go for the kill.
I'm going to be killing the opponent.
Yeah.
Obviously.
By the
now.
way, I don't know if you saw, but Vasily was like lighting up the kill feed just a second ago. Game's going to be over here.
No, Vasily has finally escaped from Tarkov, so the guy is living his best life. All right, I'm so proud of him. And another victory.
Oh, well done, well done. All right, that's some conquests. Some more coming up, I'm sure, in a little bit. Maybe some other games we're going to be jumping into.
Right,
yes,
they're
we
gonna-
Here's
are.
Foosley,
Conquest done.
expressly asked to not be put on camera.
Yep, and we defied her wishes.
And I told her it was going to happen.
No!
Oh, the scorp. Don't
It's okay,
touch it,
Foos.
don't touch
We'll
it,
get
don't
back
touch
in
it.
there.
It's all
We'll
good,
get
it's
back
all
in
good.
there.
Just a team player.
It's early days. It's early days, you know? That's why you pick up the engineer class
Yeah,
and you just blow stuff
exactly.
up. That's my whole thing.
There's a million ways to play Battlefield.
That's what I always say.
There will be an attempt.
Oh, that felt close.
It would have been a good one.
That would have been lovely. Now,
that would have been such a good highlight
Yeah,
just off the
wouldn't it,
top of
right?
the day.
if you are unfamiliar with Battlefield, right, you obviously, when you're in a chopper or something like that, or even in the planes, you have some, anti-rocket ordnance that you can deploy. But what solves that is a good old-fashioned RPG, straight to the gut.
Yeah, if it doesn't track you, the players aren't going to do anything about it.
Oh my word!
That deployable isn't withstanding that sort of damage.
Hey guys, check this wall right here. Oh no, it's gone.
Uh-oh.
Sorry!
Oh! Whoa! He was so close!
Let him revive, man!
He was so close!
Of course. Of course.
We just want to see people help one another. Is that so much to ask, man?
Unbelievable.
It's not the way.
Frame perfect interrupt.
Oh, that guy's giga dead. Sunday food, more like dead food.
I cannot believe that. Okay, well,
Guys,
Hunt just
someone-
found he's found a squad spawn here.
Yeah, I feel rather bad for them.
Yeah, burnt
There we go. There we go.
He finally got him with Hutch. Got him on the cannon. See if he can find anything else.
It's the face.
Oh! That looks like a war crime. I don't think. Oh!
You have our F position.
I'm pretty sure it is.
They're dead.
There was a guy there.
There was a guy there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we do have a couple of VTubers who are here with us today. We also have streamers that are from all over the world. We got content creators from Japan who are here as well.
I think Japan. There's I think some from China as
yeah,
well,
some
but
China,
Germany.
Ton of European creators
Yeah.
across the board. Yeah.
All right, Scum, show me what we got.
Oh,
show me what we
boy.
got. Again, all of these boys, they.
Mustache in hand.
Yeah.
Still getting used to it. I've been commentating this kid for over a decade.
Cool. Well, that was the look at Battlefield 6. So it looks like they're just calling it straight Battlefield 6 as well too. They're not trying to call it anything new or anything like that. So why don't we? I'll probably do that on stream as well too once they release Battlefield 6. So in October sometime. Well, when we get there. Oh, excuse me. When we get to October release date for this and hit it up, even if we're going to play some games, we'll probably do some Portal as well too, and I'll be working on my map that I have in mind for that. So I jumped a little bit into the last Portal, and like once I just like stopped playing Battlefield 2042 and wasn't gonna spend any more time with it and stuff, I just decided to stop with Portal and stuff too. So but it's great that they still invested in the tool set as well too, so so that's good that it's maybe more easy to use, more accessible, more expansive, so you could do more stuff with it. But yeah, we'll have to revisit that when the time comes. So what is it? we're at the end of July, beginning of August right now. So yeah, in about 6 weeks, I would say, we'll be in a spot to be able to take a look at Portal and what it's all about. So, because I don't know if I'll pre-order this game, but I do plan on buying it at least at launch. So, and I'm not going to do the, I don't think I want to do the EA pass or whatever and stuff. I want to buy it outright. So, because I don't want to have to worry about if I'm going to keep the EA pass every month and pay $5 a month, whatever, when I don't really play games a lot. So I usually stick with the same game for a long period of time, and then if friends want to play something new and we consistently play or whatever and stuff, then I'll buy a new game. But or if it's a new chill game that I like by myself that I want to play, like TFT is free to play, so I don't usually buy anything from that because the skins are very expensive now and stuff. But like if there's a new premium game that's like a solo, like a city builder usually, or something like that, or something with a good campaign like Baldur's Gate 3, I'll go in and buy that myself and stuff. And usually just to chill or a solo game on stream or something like that is what I'll do. So, but this is one of the ones where, as a multiplayer game, I've always enjoyed Battlefield. So there's always some good games, some bad games and stuff, but then there's also times where there's absolutely fucking great games, and it's amazing. So and it's always different, and it's dynamic, and the destruction makes it even more dynamic too. It's just interesting to see what people do with classes and how aggressive they are, or how defensive or reserved, and how they meticulously set that up and know the maps and know the angle of the maps and have mastered different areas or different guns as well too. So it's just always interesting to see. But okay, I think we're gonna switch over though. To game development stuff. Let me make sure that I have it outlined here. Why did it revert this? All right, let's see here. Let me make this a little bit bigger here. And I will actually only be able to do this for about 30 minutes, I realized. Because I have to do an errand, a meeting essentially at 3 o'clock Central Time here. So I will have to log off by then. So I won't be able to do this that long, but maybe I'll just go away for a bit while I do that, and I can switch back over to the maybe the Battlefield stream. So maybe I'll keep this on. I don't know how long.
Insights on it?
Yeah. I don't know how long they'll keep it going, but maybe I'll put that on while I'm on my call, so I don't have to stop the stream. So. Okay, so let's see here. What are we talking about here? I know we've talked about Moscow format. We did estimation a bit last time at a basic level. We're talking about some of the stuff in here. What would be the deliverable for this? Will we put a link in here? What's the point of mentioning this here? Maybe it would just be like what prototypes we have, where to get it, maybe a download link from GitHub or something, or an exe, I don't know. But I think this is actually pretty important here, so. So I'm just creating some notes for myself here of what we're putting in some of these deliverables for now. I don't know if I'll keep that in the final version here, but it's just for me of being like, okay, we need wireframes. Product design is like the user experience, the flow, like, so if I'm on a menu or if I'm in gameplay and I'm looking at, trying to look for elements on my HUD, where are those elements and what are they going to look like? What's the iconography? What do buttons look like when I hover over them, when they're pressed, when, like, all those things when it comes to UI design and user flow? Like, how many buttons does it take me to get from the main menu to in-game? How many buttons does it take to get me from in-game to the store? How many buttons does it take to get me from the main menu to the store? Like, all those type of things in terms of user flow, we want to be cognizant of, just like every other game as well too, because if it takes 20 clicks to get to an area, we're doing something wrong. It's just more friction for the player and creates friction when it doesn't need to be there. Like, there are simpler ways of doing things, and that's one of the mentalities and pillars around UX design. So So that's what some people call them UX UI design. They are inherently linked, even if there are two separate people doing the UI design and the UX design. There are aspects where some of them can be done separately, but most of the time they have to work together or correlate together and stuff for it to be a successful UX UI design. So, because they both feed into each other, they're both dependent on each other in most cases. So, let's see. Other studios call them product designers. So, because they're designing the product essentially. Like, it's a little different in games because we have like games systems designers, level designers, whatever and stuff that are making the product and stuff. But in other products, they don't really have those. The product designers are the designers of that product essentially. So like whenever you're using an app or a website or whatever and stuff, sure, you have like it's all like user flow and UI anyway and stuff. Like there's usually not a game design or a system or a level you're going through on those type of things. Like just think about like your online portal for your clinic, or like your medical clinic or hospital or whatever, like dashboards they have, or your account and stuff like that. Like that's all product design. It's more in depth here, which in games like you have some of that mentality moving over. It is product design in that sense, but in games, like I would say the game designers are the product designers, and then you have UX UI that's a part of that product design. So it's a little backwards and stuff just because of how in depth it is with games and different stuff like that. So a little bit of a different meaning, but the understanding is still the same. So target audience and market audience. Let's see here. So we would be looking for I'm actually just gonna I'll pull some screenshots into here. Wow, Company of Heroes 3 is on console? I didn't know that it came out on console. So I think we're looking for people who have played Company of Heroes. We're looking for people that have played Guns Up. Okay. And then I think one of the other major ones are Alright, so this would be like kind of a mix of our kind of core audience here at a base. Is what I'm thinking. So this one maybe not so much, because if we're not going the squad route, which I'm leaning less and less away from. Didn't like Rainbow Six Siege or something like that in the single player aspect or something like that? Didn't that have squad play where you could command soldiers to go to specific areas too? I forget. But I think it's going to be more like Guns Up, World in Conflict type of thing. Like where you don't have to build a base, but maybe maybe your units will come from a base, or I'm not really sure how we'll do it yet in some of these. So we'll have to figure some of that out, and I think it'll be different maybe based upon the scenario. So but that's fine, we can figure that out later. So yeah, I think I'm leaning more and more away from this, but I think maybe the aesthetic we want to give here is kind of like this in terms of like the story aesthetic. Or not that it's like based on a true story, but more so that it's like got that gory, nitty-gritty, more realistic feel and less cartoony feel. So even this was pretty real, but yeah, like I think if we could aim for this, because this is a little bit more realistic as well too, kind of like Company of Heroes, but here you're just controlling units, you're not base building, so that's why I put that in there as a reference. But okay, because the idea here is to make this accessible, where people don't have to know, like, they don't necessarily have to know the units, like they can learn that and stuff, but like they don't have to learn what to build, what units come out of which building or whatever and stuff. It's going to be more, I think, about like resource management and veterancy, and using your special abilities more than actually like building or anything like that. So so I think that would be our target audience there, and the only problem that I am seeing right now is these are fairly niche. So I don't know if it will have a broad range appeal that investors would be looking for, but maybe we'll have to revisit this. But I think I'm confident that if we are making something true to this and it's really fun, I don't think we have to worry. But like we just gotta build a prototype and test it out and iterate and play it to prove it out. So because it could totally not be fun once we make a prototype for this. Okay. I don't think we can put Nemesis system in there because that's patented. So we don't want to do any patent infringement. So, oh yeah, Helldivers was something else we were talking about. Because something, I don't think. This one makes, I think it was more about like your actions affect your decisions. It's not going to be turn-based though, I don't think. I think it's going to be real time. Helldivers, I know we were talking about like extraction here. Like, because Helldivers, you drop in and then you extract after the mission. And that would be like a session-based type thing. I'm just wondering here. Because the other thing we were talking about here as well too is that if it's persistent, you can jump in and jump out whenever you wanted to. And then we're going more like the MMO route. If we're talking about session-based like Helldivers or even Company of Heroes, you could be in a game for like 2 hours. If you're solo, you'd be able to save it, right? I'm just wondering how we would do that. You seen Raving Rabbits as well too? I think that's pretty gory. It's a game from Ubisoft. I think so. I'm just thinking about the gore aspect here. Like if we're a little more cartoony, can we get away with more gore? Do we want that? Not really core to the gameplay, so it doesn't really matter right now. But it could affect how we build it, because of performance and impact and different stuff like that. Whereas I feel like if it's more realistic art style, Yeah, I think we gotta go more realistic if we're wanting to have, like, especially if we're wanting to convey emotion. Like, if they're cartoony, I feel like I can't take that seriously. If we're trying to convey emotion like that. Like, I think Battlefield 5 and, like, their short stories and stuff, they did pretty good for what it was, conveying emotion in some of those short stories. So... Because, yeah, for some of these, I don't think we would need to extract. We could make that a core point of all of our missions here, though, is that, hey, we deploy, we're attacking from the beach, or we're attacking from, what would it be? Attacking from the beach, attacking from a forward operating base, attacking from an aircraft carrier. Well, we didn't have aircraft carriers at that time, did we? Could be from like a, I don't know, a Navy boat or a, what were those battleships? Convoys, troop transports that they had in the channels. Yeah, that could be. I'm just thinking on, yeah, where that would, maybe we're being attacked while we're hunkering down for the night or something like that at an outpost or something. I don't know, that we took over the night before. That could be. All right. Yeah, sorry, I'm just looking at the stream on one of my other screens, so maybe I should turn it off. It's distracting me. Let's see here. So I think that could be good. The only other thing I think I want to do beforehand is, because I'm really getting to the point here where it's like, okay, I want to stop putting things on paper here, and I actually want to just, I want to start building this out. I want to start building a prototype here. Oh, I need this open, I think. If I can pin this, please. Okay. Sorry, I did take it off because I have some private stuff on there and some other tabs. So, okay. Let's see here. So here I'm just defining a little bit more about like these of what I had in here before. These are like locations or setting of that mission. It wasn't the actual objective though. And the objective is actually to neutralize production of the 1K aircraft, which then if you don't neutralize, if you die, or if your squad dies, or if your resources run out or whatever, and they do successfully create production of that, then that creates other campaign scenarios or whatever that you then have to stop. Oh, and it's past 3, so I'll be back 1 sec. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Shouldn't have caught me off guard, but it caught me off guard. Because I knew it was happening around 3 o'clock. So they just called a bit late. I heard my phone vibrating and buzzing and stuff, and I was like, oh, it's time. Okay, so let's see here. So like here, maybe we do something like what they do in Wonder Woman, where he was a spy, and Chris Pine entered that lab. We could do something like that. But that was kind of my idea as well too, was to do something like that where they're making like yeah, so like maybe this gonna be like more scarcity of supplies and reinforcements or something like that. So yeah, that could be interesting. Yeah, maybe same with this as well too, unless we want to like introduce some Fast and Furious type stuff where they're like attacking the train, driving onto the train, something like that. I don't know, probably not. We're not gonna get too crazy like that on this, I don't think. Okay. All right. So we got this. We got, I think, a couple other ones as well too. Could be a tag along of this, because I think this is just the basis here. Like, we don't have all of the if I fail, this is what will happen. But that's okay. This is a good basis for now. I think what we want to do, though, is... Do I want to do like the beach landing and then they have to, I think we actually want to be more like where they were in Band of Brothers. When they were paratroopers dropping in behind attacking like the guns at Breakor. And this would be like one of those type of scenarios. So... All right. Okay. So here's just like a basic, here's the location of this mission. mission objective, and game mode. And I'm going to say that this is do I want a sticky note? I don't know. Kind of want like a there we go. Ugh. Then here, what I like to do is kind of like block stuff off here. And just be like, hey, anything in this is for MVP. There we go. So that way I don't have to label things independently. We just know that everything in this box is MVP. Oh yeah, we were talking about the Halo Wars Scarab level. Yeah. Yeah, because if people could come in and help you or something, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Anyway, other complexity that we'll deal with later. Okay, I'm gonna lock this though, so that I don't like accidentally drag it around. So now I can't drag it around, but okay. So here's our basis. We'll have to make like a branching tree of what we actually want these to be, because then that will help inform our entire list of things here. And I think like for MVP, we just do like one of these type of thing. So that we aren't like overwhelming ourselves. Not MVP like for like a launch or whatever, but more so like an MVP of in terms of the prototype that we would want to do. Like we just like prove out that this will work and it's fun type of thing. The thing I keep coming back to in my mind as well too when I'm thinking about all of this is replayability though. I don't think it needs to, because I don't think that every person wants to with all of these. Like some people just want to pick up a game, play it, finish it, and then move on to the next thing, right? But like that's got to match the amount of effort they put in. Like, so if it's like a 6-hour game or something like that, then that 6 hours better match what they're paying for it type of thing, or less, right? Because otherwise people are just going to buy, maybe they'll spend something more that's 100 hours. But like people like my age or whatever, when they have more responsibilities, like it used to be that when I had all the time in the world but not a lot of money, I wanted longer games, right? I wanted to buy one game and I wanted to lose myself in that world for 1,000 hours at least in that. Whereas now as an adult, I feel like a lot of people in my position, they're too busy, they're hustling, they're grinding, they're trying to build their lives, or even in their 20s as well too. And they're too busy to sit down for 100 hours, 1,000 hours, and they can only have an attention on one game at a time for not very long either. And so I feel like we don't need to make this long as well either. And if we do want to make it long, like we could release DLC packs later to keep expanding it. Like we could just make this very small and stuff and be like, all right, $3 or something like that for this one mission, and that's what we're releasing with, type of thing. And then we just keep releasing new missions that kind of affect that chain, or it's like one mission with a failure and a positive and stuff, and then we release the next 2 missions that happen on top of that. I don't know. Haven't really thought that far ahead, but like I think there's too many games these days trying to package a lot in the base version and stuff, and it blows out their scope as well too. And it that's why you have long delivery cycles. That's why you have because you're also setting that expectation really high for players, and if you deviate from that and deliver less and stuff, people are like, why? No, I want more. Why are you delivering less and stuff? Because you've already set that expectation for them, right? So I want to come in and set that standard very low right now, but that amount of effort and stuff needs to match that low price point as well too. So but it needs to be scalable to where I could add 100 missions or 100 DLC if I wanted to, and then that gives me more options as well too. When I do sales later, I can do a sale on each of those DLCs. I can do bundles for a chapter, like the first 5 or 10, whatever and stuff, and it gives me also lots of monetization options as well too. So if it's like, hey, if you stopped at season 1 or chapter 1 or however I decide to do it, and these first missions are in the first chapter, you can buy them at a dynamic discount and stuff, where it's like you have the first one but you don't have the last 5 because that's how many are in the first chapter. Then we'll discount it for you because you already bought the first one. Or I know that's a whole other thing as well too, but so that could be something that maybe is not doable, or maybe is a lot of work to do. Or maybe it's like you have to buy the individual ones, but you could buy them at a discount because you already have the first one, because we want to get you into the second one. I don't know. The problem with that method though is if we do this co-op as well too, and your friend does not have that DLC, then you're blocking them from being able to play the DLC with your friends, which does not feel good. Like, you split your player base with that. That's the problem that Destiny and some other games have had. It's like, well, I want to play with my friends. Well, I don't have the new DLC. Well, can't play with them. So I really hate that approach, because it's really got to be something, and maybe that's where we have the AI come into place, where it's like if they're there and stuff, like the story can move on. Like I can control that AI, or I can tell them where to go or what to do, type of thing. If there was a player there before, but my friend's on vacation or away, he's not available, he's at work or whatever, or he's sick, or he or she or whoever and stuff, and then when they come back and stuff, they can pick up where the AI left off and stuff. And sure, it's not going to be great because the AI doesn't play like that player, but the idea would be that AI would learn how that player plays, and hopefully would not deviate too much from what that player would do. So, okay. Other than that, I think I will come up with a better plan next time of what I plan to tackle. I just kind of went into this. I think the other thing I wanted to show, I'll probably start using this next time just because Miro is not trying to nickel and dime me for a subscription. Like, I can do the basic functionality here. So I think I might start using this. I did want to show y'all kind of what I set up here. I think it was in Asana. Was it here? No, it was here in Trello. It looks like. So I'm gonna lose my access here. I think you saw it said 2 days there, but basically this is another project management tool. I'm also looking at a couple other ones. The one I just heard about lately is called Linear. So I'm looking into that one. I set up some basic stuff in Asana, but my trial will end. They're always asking for billing. Like before, when these started and stuff, you could use basic versions perpetually without having to pay. Now, even the basic version, you have to upgrade to premium. They'll give you a trial for like 7, 14, or 30 days is the max I've seen and stuff. But after that, you have to pay. Whereas it didn't used to be like that. It kind of sucks. I get that they need people to pay in order to stay alive as a company and stuff, but if I can at least use the basic version for longer than a trial period, I don't want to commit to something longer term than that. So anyway, I think this one will be done in a couple days. I said I don't know about Linear. I'm assuming they'll make me pay, but I haven't dug that deep into it yet. So let's see here. So I started setting this stuff up here, adding labels. So V1 monetization plan. So here, like you can see the labels here. I put some basic ones in here for like, hey, what are we doing for the prototype? What are we doing for concept phase here? And prototype usually is in concept phase, but I'm breaking it out because it has enough things I need to do specifically for the prototype. And I want to make sure that's a distinct milestone because it's so important to the project. And it's important to make sure we have everything for that milestone as well too. Because that's going to be core to like pitching, showing that and stuff, especially for investors. It seems like they're going to want a prototype. So I think like with what I have now and what I've kind of figured out, I just need to start proving things out in the engine. And so maybe we'll look to do that next time, actually. I'll try and fire up Unreal, potentially. I do want to also talk about some more production exercises, so I could whip something up for that pretty quickly, and get that ready for next stream as well too. But here is a basic, it's Kanban, a Kanban board here. I've kind of made this with the backlog section here. It's kind of like a Scrum, but these are known as like Kanban boards, and basically it's just to show, hey, here are the tasks. If I have people in this project other than me, usually I can just show the stuff that's assigned to me, so that it's like, hey, I can go here to this link and all the stuff assigned to me and stuff. Here is the work and here's where it is kind of in the pipeline, so that we can see what our velocity is, what we have to get done in a given time frame, when these things are due, what milestones they're for or deliverables, and making sure that we're doing stuff in the right order as well too, and estimating it. So because here you can see like effort here. Okay, it's gonna take me an hour. Oh, I guess they're doing points here in this one for Trello. I would say it's a 3. So effort 3. We could add something like priority potentially. That's usually what we do here. Yeah, here we go. They're gonna, okay, they don't do it by numbers, they do it by high, these are weird priorities. Okay, so usually what you do is it's, by default, it should be like critical, high, medium, low if you're doing this. The highest high, medium, low, lowest is just kind of weird. Like, I like stuff very distinct. Like critical, it has to be done now. Highest is their critical, but like, what's higher than highest? Like, it's just weird to me. I like something very distinct. So it's not critical, but it is high. The other thing that you'll see some studios do is they'll do like, especially for bugs or tasks, or sometimes for tasks or whatever, they'll be like, this priority is a P0. P0 is like critical, like you have to do it now type of thing. Usually when we do, also when it comes to bugs, usually when we reserve like critical, high, medium, low and stuff for severity, especially for bugs, because that's impact usually. Like, what is the impact of that bug? Well, it's critical. It's affecting all players. It's affecting major systems or the core loop, or people getting into game, whatever and stuff. It's critical. And then it's like, all right, well, the priority for that is P0. You got to do it immediately, type of thing, because of the. Sometimes it's because of the impact. Sometimes it's to prevent a higher impact that we know is going to come down the pipeline, like in the next day, in the next week, in the next milestone. And so sometimes it may not be a high impact now, but it's like, hey, I need you to do that now so that it doesn't become a critical thing. So that's the difference between like severity, high impact. It's like, okay, if it's a live bug and it's affecting, or if it's an internal bug but it's blocking X number of people or teams and stuff, okay, usually it's like, okay, P0 or a P1 and stuff. So that's why I like to separate numbers and priority with like high, medium, low and stuff for severity, because I just like to streamline that across the tasks, stories, and bugs and stuff, just so it's consistent, so that we're not doing like high priority for stories and then P0s for bugs and stuff. Then people just get confused when they're context switching and stuff. Like, just streamline it. So that's why I usually do the P0 through P4 when it comes to priority. So I don't like how they have it set up here, but whatever, I get it. I can deal with it. Hi, vengeances. Cool. Yeah, so that's a bit of the Kanban board that we have set up. Let's see. I did that for Asana as well too, just so you can kind of see what it is. Let's see what they have for priority here. Add subtasks. No assignee. I guess it's going to be me. Okay. Project dependencies. Okay, so they do priority the same way here as well too. They don't have. Ooh, I can edit it. priority. First title, P0. Oh. Okay, never mind. Oh, I see. I need to change the options. Add options. So here I have the ability to customize the options. I'm sure I do in Trello as well too. But here I can do P0, P1, P2. And this one will be more like a green, P3. Yeah, so low, medium, oh, I'll say that's a P1. Schedule kickoff meeting. Yeah, we have to do that. Draft it, we have to do that. Like now. So, oh, I think, so we'll say immediate, done. I don't know if we did these. I don't know where these came from. Maybe this was default to the project and stuff to get me started. Your beard is totally gorgeous. Thank you. I appreciate it. I actually cut it and stuff, so it's not as full as it used to, but but yeah, it is trimmed, so stay for about a month and stuff and it'll be grown out a bit more. Unless I decide to trim it again for photos or anything like that. So let's see here. Yeah, so that's kind of how I like to do it. Why, thank you, Lisa. Wonder if I can do it here. Priority. Can I edit? Move up, move down. Yeah, I'm sure that I can change the settings. Permissions, commenting, workspace, collections, Trello workspace. No. Priority. Date, text, create. Is that what I want? Yeah. And then what we can delete these. That's great. Wish I would have known that before. P0. Hey, we can do it. Nice. So usually I do red, because at least in United States, whatever. Oh, I'm working on I'm showing some production tips and stuff like that, since I'm a producer in the game industry. And I am just showing like Kanban board, some different exercises, but I'm also right now designing a game right now on stream, which hopefully I'll start building in a couple weeks as well too. So here I'm just doing it on paper right now, just to kind of get the basis here, but I want to actually start building a prototype in Unreal, so you'll see me in Unreal and stuff like that in the near future. Let's see, we'll do this. Yellow for that, and then I like to do green for that. So this is usually just easy for people to understand with the stoplight system in the United States. It may be different especially if you have people on a project working remotely across the globe. These things might mean something different, so you should adjust to that, but you should agree to that as a team if you're on a small team. I've been on projects as large as like 800 people, like on Halo Infinite. So like, but a lot of us were in the United States. We had a lot of contractors that were like outside of the United States and stuff. So, but they're like, we had to conform to standards and best practices, especially because that studio is based in Seattle area and stuff. So a lot of us were working on Pacific time zone, even if we were remote, and we conform to that standard. So usually if the headquarters is in the United States and stuff, you're basing it on that. If you have a lot of freedom to do that within your team, you can just have more agency to control like what color these priorities are, what the priorities say, or whatever in the project and stuff. But usually you can't change that per team and stuff. It has to be per project. So everyone has to usually conform to that on the project. If you're doing like estimation and stuff like that, and one team wants to use points and one wants to use time and stuff, you can have both of those in the project though and stuff. So you can have those differences. It's just more to track in the project, which is usually not too bad. But when you have a team of like 100, 500, 800 and stuff, then it becomes very unwieldy. You have to get people to start doing the same things and saying the same things, especially when you have to like report up into management and leadership as well too, because there's a lot more overhead that goes on those things to make sure that they're attacking critical things that are going wrong to get them back on track, or we have this setback here and stuff, so we have to shift more resources and whatever and stuff, and there needs to be like reporting and risk management communication up the chain in order to be able to do that. So sometimes it's like, hey, if I add more people to this and stuff, is it going to solve the problem? Not always. Sometimes it actually adds a lot more complexity because of the overhead. And then it slows the team down. And then if you don't get the right people to come in and help and stuff, then the people who are working on that are slowed down even more, because they have to mentor, coach, help those other people, new people getting on that project, on that code base, on that feature, on that art asset or whatever, up to speed and stuff in terms of the pipeline, how they do it, tricks of the trade, why is it different here, what kind of workflow, things to look out for, all those type of things come into play with context and stuff for these, where it'll slow down the people actually working on it too. So there needs to be some ramp up time, unless there's someone who has done that before and they can come and hit the ground running. So those are always things to look out for. Adding people to try and solve the problem doesn't always solve the problem. Just keep that in mind. Okay, cool. Well, we were able to fix that, so yay, now we got our P0s. Nice. we're doing this now. These are planned and stuff, so we haven't started them yet. Did we? No, we didn't. This can wait. Oh, these are things I still wanted to show you guys as well too. So I'll have to get these moved over to the Miro, because I'll lose access to this in a couple days, and I want to make sure that I do go over these. So I'm going to rename these videos on my Twitch and YouTube as well too, to like 101 basics of these. Like 101 is usually like the college labeling for like a basic course type of thing, and this is kind of what we're going through here, just so I can like label these and stuff of like, hey, we've gone through this once, but we only did the basics and stuff. Here's like the next version of that, like 102 and stuff would be like a more in-depth version of that. And then like you go into like the 200s or the 300s, and that's like the advanced course or something like that. So we'll just do it kind of like the 101 basics. I don't know if that's common in Europe or Asia. I think they have different levels, especially for like languages and stuff like that, but like usually in college courses it starts with like 100, 101. So pretty basic concept here. So okay, and then this one, basics of scoping for milestones. I think we talked about this briefly and stuff, but this would be also one of the more important ones, so I'll put that at P1. Prototype, I know we have to do this, so we're gonna put that as a P0. I haven't started it yet, so actually we'll put it at a P1 right now. It's not critical. I usually reserve like P0s for like we have to do now. It's blocking other things type of thing. The prototype is kind of blocking, but it's not right now because other things are actually blocking the prototype right now. Product backlog. I did talk about this, so this is actually kind of in progress as well too. Achoo! This is actually in progress right now. We kind of did some of that already. Prototype asset list. Yeah, we haven't done that. That's not a super big priority right now though. Oh, we actually just did this in the call today and stuff. We talked about like competitive and market analysis. Competitive, I'll add that in there too, and market. Oh. It was kind of like a 1. So you'll see here that like I think it's a P2. It wasn't really blocking anything. It wasn't a super high priority, but we just did it because it was a low effort as well too. So I'll actually move this to, I think there's more that we want to have because I want to have numbers in there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. I think we're going to want like a pitch deck, like with the prototype and stuff like that. And so I need to do this in concept. But I want to make sure I'm also tracking stuff for the pitch deck as well too. So I actually need to add another thing in here. And this one's going to say pitch deck. So it's for concept and it's for the pitch deck as well too. So because the pitch deck will be for concept. So I think in terms of 101 basics, I think that's a good start. Oh, we don't want that for the base. said I don't want it. Alright. But for the new one we do. So this one's not in progress though. We'll put this one right now at a P3 because we're not quite there yet. And this one needs to be in the pitch deck. So, and when I talk about pitch deck, I'm talking about like when I'm pitching the idea to VCs, when I'm and the deck means like a PowerPoint or even a PDF type of thing. A lot of them, it sounds like right now, are wanting prototypes. So the prototype will kind of speak to it, and then like maybe I'll put like a deck or a simple PowerPoint with information on it, or a a deck there essentially, so that to supplement information that is not talked about in the prototype or showed in the prototype and stuff, because there I just want to show them, hey, we have a basic version, it's gameplay, here's kind of what it would be type of thing, basic mechanic or something like that, just to show that it can be done, and then this will, the pitch deck essentially will supplement that. So I would pitch those both together, both the pitch deck and the prototype, and hopefully that would secure funding for me. So so that's what we're kind of aiming for, but I need to make sure I have all the things needed for the pitch deck kind of tracked, because in my mind otherwise I'll forget something with my goldfish memory. So all right, let's see. So the V1 monetization plan, this will also need to, I think, be in for the pitch deck. This will probably be a 3. Right now it's not a priority. So okay, I need to actually remove the other priority in there. I'm not going to do it now, I'll do it later. I may not even need to do it, so because I'm going to lose access in 3 days anyway. So cool. Let me go back here to this then. So yeah, here was like our target audience, market audience. I guess this would be like kind of our competitive analysis, because I talked a little bit about that earlier in the stream as well too. Hopefully you can't hear my dog as well too, because she's snoring right next to me. She's snoring right there. I just like stopped talking and I heard something next to me, and it was her snoring with her little tongue out. All right. Cool. So yeah, this is kind of the target audience we're wanting to pull from. So this will be something we'll have to maybe think about as we go along here. I think that like 2 of these are strategy games. This one's a OTS tactical shooter. Guns Up is an automation strategy type of thing. And so like strategy is already niche and stuff, and then these games are even more niche, so that may something that may be a deterrent to some of the investors as well too. But I think if we're combining a lot of these, we could get a lot of crossover, and not just that, I feel like this is different enough as well too in the market right now, where if we execute on it right, it could actually pull in even more people that outside that usually wouldn't play something like this, because that's one thing we want to do is we want to have player agency, and we want it to be accessible as well too, for people to be able to learn, but deep enough where they can kind of get engrossed in the story and the world and the campaign that they're fighting for. So, okay, awesome. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is in here, the stuff that we haven't gone over, I want to go through those exercises next time, and so I'm actually going to do that in Miro. I'm going to move that over to Miro here, and start talking about it. Just kind of messing with Miro here because what I have not used those things in Miro before, because usually I do these like in the Jira, or here I don't think they have like a structured Gantt or anything like that either. Kanban, daily task management, remote team hub. No, they don't have it here, I don't think so. Because there's like a Gantt in like the regular Jira, not Trello, but they have like a Gantt and stuff where I can do all of that, so I usually do it in there since most of my teams have used Jira. But basically anything that has a Gantt and stuff, I try and do it where the team is working because it's real data at that point. It's stuff from the team. I don't have to recreate it in its own thing and then manually move it and stuff. And Jira as well too, I can automate it. So if there's new stuff that meets that label, that criteria, that component, that status, that assignee as well too, it automatically gets put into that roadmap and stuff. And when I'm going through sprint planning, when I put in the estimate, when I put in the due date for anything and stuff, it automatically gets updated in the roadmap and stuff based on that. So all I have to do is manually go in and say, hey, this is dependent on that type of thing, because the automation can't do that. And so I can just go in and do that, but then once I link it to something else, and if it's ahead, it'll push that back, and then I'll be like, oh crap, you can't work on this yet and stuff because you're blocked on something. I'll show you that when we do some more sprint planning, milestone planning, different stuff like that. So we'll do it in some of these exercises here, but basically I just want to track these so I don't lose them. Make sure we cover them in one of the next streams here. What is it doing? No. Okay. Cool. So at least I have them in there and stuff. It may not be pretty and stuff, but I can plan them. I don't know what initiation means for them either. When they say that here. It doesn't matter. Let me just keep it in there and stuff because I don't think I need this. I just need like a task tracker type of thing. What is it? Templates? Task, agile workflows. Kanban framework. Perfect. Okay, not too bad. I'm rebranding to 1944. We're dropping the battlefield. Okay. Because we've taken a detour from the Battlefield brand, so I don't think this is Battlefield anymore. Oops. I'm just putting these in here so that I know I need to do them. And I'll do something later that works for me because this is also kind of weird. January, February. Okay. Weird stuff. Okay. I guess what? This can't be January. This should be... I may actually redo this a bit. So, yeah, I just put them down here just so we're tracking them. So, okay. And then we'll refer to this later and stuff because I'm not gonna pay for I don't think I'm gonna pay for any Trello or anything at this point. So, all right, cool. So these we've discussed in the past. So PvE objectives we talked about. The choice that I make matter in each bout. The choices that I as a player make matter in each battle. I am the allied commander over each battle. That's not really a North Star. What would be our third North Star? Something with the AI system, something with... So like basically any time I play this campaign, it will not be the same. Any amount of times I play each campaign, it will not be the same. Oh, I guess this one would tie to, okay, we have some more stuff I'm thinking about as we're going through this. What is that one game? Frostpunk. Yeah, so like, that's related to Frostpunk. PvE objectives. What are we thinking about for this? There's like a couple of them actually. Yeah, like this. But also like this. Like there's PvE objectives in the campaign for Company of Heroes 3. Upload. Are you uploading? It's not wanting to upload. I don't know why. Okay. But that's supposed to be Company of Heroes 3. So I know that oh, I guess there's a couple more here in Dragon Age Inquisition and stuff like that. I think there was a big thing there of really trying to like your choices matter as a player type of thing. So it's been a long time since I played Inquisition though. So when did that come out? 2014, something like that. So I don't know if that's actually, I don't remember if that was true. Yeah. So like here I'm a visual person and stuff, so I really like mind maps and ideas, post-it notes, visuals that go with those post-it notes on text and stuff. That really helps me kind of solidify with what I'm talking about, with what makes sense in a statement, and what I'm kind of thinking about as well too when I'm walking through this process in my head, so that you can kind of see it visually. And that's what I do on Teams as well too, and that's what helps me as well too if people are conveying their ideas as well too, because if someone says something for an idea and stuff, there's a different way that other people could be thinking about that in their head because of experience, because of what they've been exposed to, because of what they're relating it to in their mind and stuff. So if you have a clear visual reference for that concept, whatever, and be like, oh, I'm kind of thinking like this with a mix of that and stuff, and then people can get more aligned on like, yeah, I still don't see it, or no, that doesn't make sense with the theme that we're trying to go here for this game, or whatever type of thing. And what if we change this or that and stuff? Then I could see that working type of thing, and then you can really start to narrow it down. But that's just how my brain operates, and I see that when you're trying to convey ideas to other people across the team, it makes it a lot clearer as well too. So cool. Like that's why like with it, when engineers can provide flow charts to different systems and what connects to what and whatever and stuff, then I can understand that. You try and walk me through code, it's like, okay, I can understand arrays and functions and where the breakpoint is on some stuff, and maybe something that it's carrying through with because of an integer that has been set or something like that. Like I can understand basics like that, but usually my brain can't wrap around an entire system and stuff, or multiple systems talking to each other or whatever and stuff. So it's like, just show me what it's doing on paper and stuff, and then I can really start to understand stuff like that. So cool. Awesome. Well, we'll cover some of those other exercises next time. I don't know when I'm gonna stream next. I hope that I can stream maybe this weekend. I'm hoping that things will change for me in my in work in the next week or so. I'll keep y'all apprised of that as well too, if I can. Otherwise, I will definitely stream next week though as well too. It'll probably be Wednesday or Thursday next week as well too. So, because that's currently the days I have off right now. So, but yeah, until then, until next stream, be ready for some more exercises. If you can't make it and stuff, I'm gonna post these like on LinkedIn and YouTube and different stuff like that, so that you can see like the highlights of just the exercises if you're interested in those. And then hopefully soon after that we'll get into Unreal, and then we can start building some stuff like the prototype. So yeah, other than that, have a great day. Talk to y'all later.